Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage, to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 15% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning 24/7 help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow, grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
It's not just the season of giving, it's the season of giving back. That's why Kia is continuing its tradition of helping others by extending its partnership with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Kia's goal is to help St. Jude continue to improve the lives of kids and their families around the world through Kia's Accelerate the Good program. We want to make every child's holiday a little brighter. Join us and help celebrate Kia's season of giving back. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 1/2/24.
More straight talk. Let's take a moment to appreciate our sweet children, loving grandparents, and eternal soulmates. Now let's use them to save money on wireless. Because with the Straight Talk Silver Plan, you get 4 lines for just $25 a month with unlimited data and no contracts. So add those human pawns, loved ones, and save money. Thanks, kids. You're finally worth it. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Get 4 lines on Silver Unlimited for $25 per line per month, plus taxes and fees. For data management practices and additional terms, visit straighttalk.com.
Attention, Wichita! The wait is over. The Wichita Ice Center is back open and cooler than ever. Lace up your skates. The ice is calling. And we can't wait to see you with family and friends at the Wichita Ice Center. For more info, visit wichitaicecenter.com.
The KFH Studios, powered by Devon James Injury Lawyers. Call 888-8888. That's 888-8888. Laugh Out Loud Mornings with Bob and Tom on 97.5 and 1240 KFH. Wichita's most listened to sports radio. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, we are back. This is hour number 2, the Bob and Jeff Show here on KFH Radio. Bob Lutz, Jeff Lutz, co-hosting, Max Power, producing, engineering the show. We got picks coming up shortly. We always look forward to that. Already week 16 of picks. That's hard to believe.
A lot of weeks.
15 or 16. Something like that. So Jason Duda will join us. Don't forget to get out to IHOP, sponsor of our hotline. You can enjoy the Junior Magical Breakfast Medley. 1 Wonka's Perfectly Purple Pancake, a scrambled egg, a bacon strip, and a sausage link. All of that.
It's beautiful.
Available to you out at IHOP.
So good.
I did tell you my place that I'm not going to mention on the air. Now I'm hooked on their daily special. And
how are you going to continue to procure the food from that place? Because it is very far away.
It's not terribly far away as the crow flies.
But as the car drives, it is.
But it's not a handy drive, certainly. But one that, for the goodness of their food, will be made at least once every couple weeks. I would have to.
Now I'll have to give it a shot.
Well, it's way far for you.
Do you think the other location has similar offerings?
I don't know. That's something you'll have to check out.
Because that one is a little more accessible.
Yeah, that's on the way home for one of your family members. What?
Yeah, it is.
What are you laughing about?
Because who else would? I only have 2 family members, and my daughter goes to school down the street, essentially. So,
Well, it's not really down the street. It's a little drive.
what do you think the other closest high schools to my house are? Do you think Andale's first?
Oh, I would think, let me think about this for a second. I would think that the others that would be in the mix, there'd only be another one, and that would be Garden Plain.
Goddard Eisenhower.
No, Goddard Eisenhower's
Pretty
not,
close.
not as close as Garden Plain.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just telling you.
Now I got to check.
Garden Plain's pretty close to you.
Yeah, it's pretty close, but it seems farther than Goddard Eisenhower.
You live at on 21st Street at about the same distance west that Garden Plain is.
Why?
So, yeah, I mean, there's very little doubt on that one.
You might be right, but
Well-
if I could look it up, that'd be much.
Well, I don't know.
Much more
it's not
helpful.
a matter of might be right. It's a matter of I am right.
I don't know that you're right. I don't know my address. I'm not going to say it out loud.
Oh, yeah, why would you? Nobody
8.7 miles to
to
Garden Plain High School.
really.
Yeah.
I don't believe that for a second.
Well, that's what it says. And Goddard Eisenhower is 8.9 miles.
There you go.
8 miles. So it's about the same.
There you go. I hit it right on the head. What's the NFL game tonight? That's
Chargers Raiders.
how who?
Chargers Raiders.
Did you see the 3-0 game the Raiders played
I
last?
did not see it, but yes,
How brutal is that? How just awful must that be? Why would you have a
and they
franchise?
lost. They didn't score.
Why would you have an NFL franchise that's capable? Get Capra on the phone. No, text him.
Max, call Capra. See if he'll
Get-
come on.
See if Capra will come on, because I've been meaning to chew him out.
Really?
Yeah,
Why is it his fault?
for standing by this team.
Well, he wants a quarterback, but he's not going to get one.
You got Raider Nate, you got Shannon Great, you got Anthony Capra. Boy, I wish I could rhyme that. Raider Nate, Shannon Great. You know,
Well, yeah.
if I just had that third one.
I don't know. I don't know what we'd put Anthony Capra's name as to rhyme.
You can't use great.
Can't.
You can't say Anthony the Great because you've already, even though Shannon's name is spelled differently.
Yeah, and he's not great,
But
so
you got Raider Nate, Shannon Great,
those are the ones.
Anthony, nothing. There's nothing.
Nope. It's not there. There
What do
is
you mean
none.
Shannon's not great?
He's not great.
Why do you pick on him?
I love
He's
Shannon.
a nice guy.
He goes to all these lunch places. I want to go with him.
Well, you're never going to go like that.
I'd like to go to these lunch spots with him.
I don't think you'd hold your own with Shannon.
Why not? I hold my own with
He's
anybody.
a type A. Very outgoing. You'd just be
You
over
think
there
I'm a
going,
type A?
I'm trying to eat my spaghetti, and yeah, they look good.
You think I'm a type A
No,
personality?
you're not even close to a type.
Not
A.
even close?
No,
What type am I?
you're a B. You're a type B.
That's horrible. What a horrible thing to say.
Well, I mean that's what you are. Anybody listening to the show can understand
I
that.
think I could be a type A when I need to be.
But you're not. It doesn't come natural for you
But that's
like
my
it does for me.
But that's my choice more than anything.
No, I don't know. There's no choice in what kind of personality you have. You either have it or you don't.
I have a wonderful personality. I just don't expose
It's
it.
a subdued,
to a
kind
lot
of
of people.
boring
No,
personality.
it's not.
We'll have dinner next week, and you'll sit over there and you'll whisper something to somebody occasionally, and that'll be about it. That's why these birthday dinners kind of fall flat, frankly.
Really, everybody loves them.
Who loves them?
Who doesn't?
I mean, there's
Who
nothing
doesn't like going to Kobe's and having a good
well,
time?
we like that, but if in terms of the person we're celebrating, I'd rather watch a fly die.
Well, then you can stay home and do that.
Ted Woodward, if you're listening, please text.
Oh,
I need
God.
what?
He's listened to you say that 6,000 times, just like the rest of us. He doesn't need to shout you out whenever you say it or call you or whatever you need him to
Don't
do.
you think it's remarkable that someone with Ted's chops finds me funny?
I don't know that he does.
Really?
I don't know that he does. And I won't go there.
No, go. You want to get involved.
Is Ted funny?
Is
or
Ted funny?
Does he have shtick?
Ted's hilarious.
But
have you ever been to a roast where
he's
Ted
good
Woodward
he's
was
good
involved?
At those. He's good at those. I retract most of what I said.
You know who the number one person that if you do a roast, the number one person you better get for that roast is Ted Woodward.
What happened to roasts?
I don't know. We haven't
one
had
for
one.
you.
People's feelings are too flimsy. Number one, Ted Woodward. Number two, me. If you want a roast done right.
No, you can't do a roast.
Oh.
You're not a roast-style comedian.
Are you kidding?
You're not a comedian, but you're certainly...
I wish Ted Woodward would call the show and rebut.
Ted is a student of that kind of thing, right? He didn't just watch a few Rickles episodes of Letterman and
No, I watched
fancy,
all the Dean Martin roasts.
But he's a student of the game.
I'm a student of the game. I mean, I've done some great roasts of Mike Kennedy, our guest earlier in the show.
Give us an example.
I think 3 of them.
3 roasts of
Yeah.
Mike Kennedy? Who needs to be roasted 3 times?
I think my go-to line was, "Please raise your hand if you
you're
have
an ex-wife.
if you haven't been married to Mike."
Yeah, that's just dumb. Roasts
Hilarious.
are supposed to be a little unpredictable, and when you go to the hacky
And
stuff,
I told the crowd at one of them, because it's an older audience that's going to come out and hear a toast of Mike Kennedy or a roast of Mike Kennedy, because he's no spring chicken, nor am I. I told the crowd, "Don't worry, the bus from Larksfield Place will be here soon." Just remarkably funny.
It's so
stuff.
hacky. I mean, it's just it makes me uncomfortable.
What makes you uncomfortable about
that's
that?
so easy. It's just
I
you
got
gotta
a
go
huge
deeper.
laugh.
You got to go deeper.
What would you do?
I don't know. That's why I don't do it.
Have you ever done a roast?
I haven't.
Have you ever been invited to do a roast?
No one invites me to do anything. I don't think people in the community like me that much.
Don't start to go there.
I'm not.
That's such a weak. That's so weak.
I don't think I'm a liked person around Wichita.
You think that has to do with me?
Nah, I'm totally different from you.
Well, why aren't you liked?
We're not that different. I don't know. I don't get to judge chili cook-offs. I mean,
Neither do I. I haven't done that in years.
You were the Grand Marshal or whatever. You were the Chili King.
Well, I was the Chili Fest.
I can't even judge
I was
it.
the Grand Marshal one year, but I don't get to judge a whole lot anymore. My days of that are fleeting.
It's TV people that get to do stuff like that.
Well, you're a TV person.
I'm not on TV.
But you're going to have a podcast and
So I hope so.
things like that we'll be putting out there into the world. I don't even know if I'd go do something like that anymore. Maybe I would.
Well, I'm in the prime of my life and ready to judge contests and
you'd love to
MC an event. I would do.
You would so love to be popular.
Don't need to be popular. I just want to be out
You
there.
would love to have somebody say to you, "Jeff, you do a fantastic job. You're probably even better than your dad."
Well, a lot of people
Now,
said
those
that.
things you'll never hear.
Please.
Give me an example of someone who said that.
Thursday, last Wednesday, someone
Has anyone ever said that?
stopped me on the street.
No.
Actually, at a stoplight, they rolled their
Be
window
honest
down.
with me.
You, Jeff? You're way better than Bob, and he drove off.
Be
So
honest
I don't know what he
with
meant
me.
by that.
Has anyone ever said that to you?
I don't know. Why would they?
Just to let you
Do
know.
people say you're better than Jeff?
all the time.
Yeah. Why? Those are some insecure people.
I had one person tell me I'm the straw that stirs the drink on this show.
Well, that's insanity.
Well,
I am the drink. Does that make sense?
no, that doesn't. Why would you be the drink if I'm the straw that stirs it?
I don't know.
The obviously the straw.
Well, what do you come for? Do you come for the drink or do you come for the straw?
The straw is the most important element.
No,
You got to stir the drink. If you try drinking the drink unstirred,
I've drank plenty of drinks unstirred.
did we
before.
get Anthony Capra? No, apparently not.
Sorry to hear that.
No, Capra's
Now
phone
I'm-
just rang, and then he didn't answer.
My anger has died
He
off.
texted me, did you just try to call? I just missed it, so maybe he'll call back.
Yeah, tell him to call us. We got time. I want to touch base with Cap. You know who we have. We got Raider Nate, Shannon Great, and help me come up with something.
I don't want to.
See, it's those kinds of things that put me in that
Really?
higher echelon.
Recognizing that two.
Lack of fear. Lack of fear.
I have no fear.
Complete lack of it.
I have no fear.
I don't care. I don't think I could be scared.
What am I scared of?
Oh, you're scared of your shadow.
Please.
Boys,
I can tell.
Anthony Capra.
We do have the aforementioned Anthony Capra. I've been on a tangent, Cap. Hello, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I would never say I was unsure about coming on, but this is out of the blue, so I can't wait to see what this is about.
Well, the Raiders came up, and a 3-0 football game in which they were the losing team. And while I have kind of washed my hands of this whole situation, it still makes me angry when things like that happen. So I wanted to know, where are you now in mid-December 2023 with this Raiders team?
And Bob, you and I, we have to have a one-off talk someday, because I heard about your leaving the Raiders, and I'm still a little bitter about it, but we can address that at another time. As a seasoned Raiders fan, this is not unfamiliar territory, so you handle it like a pro, and it's all about looking forward. It's all about trying to find what is on the radar, what is the future, what are the right moves to be made in the offseason, because the season's done. And they can act like they have a chance for the playoffs, but we all know they have no chance for the playoffs with Aiden O'Connell as the quarterback and Antonio Pierce as the coach, and that's not neither one of them are the right guy moving forward. So, as a professional Raiders fan, you just kind of write it out, and you just watch the NFL and you enjoy it, and you get your hopes up for next year.
I don't think that could have been put any better to talk about yourself as a professional Raiders fan. I think that's just a remarkable description of what it must be to actually be a professional Raiders fan. I fell short. I never became a professional Raiders fan. Why
Bob,
didn't I? What sign of weakness is there?
Well, you didn't know what you were getting into, I don't think. You have to have known the heartbreak and the misery and the letdown of expectations year after year after year, and you just become numb to it. And it's like I said, you just become, you know what's going to happen. Any real Raider fan knew what this team was going to be. The move starting back from getting rid of Derek Carr for Jimmy Garoppolo was a false move, and you just kind of bide your time and hope for the best. And when it doesn't happen, you have to be realistic with it. So if you can be realistic, great. If not, then there's plenty of quote unquote Raiders fans on social media who need to be taken out behind the wood shop and leveled with a 2x4. But that's not me.
So I'm looking at a mock draft that has the Raiders taking Jaden Daniels, the Heisman winner, at number 6. That's probably about where they will settle as far as their pick goes. It's always worked out for the Raiders and big-armed LSU quarterbacks, right?
Right, exactly, and that should get your hopes up. All of Raider Nation. Let's go after the big-armed LSU quarterback who, he had a great year, and I don't give the guy his credit. He won the Heisman. I kind of think that Michael Penix should have won the Heisman, but that's neither here nor there. But he did not have a great start to his college career at Arizona State, and he kind of figured some things out at LSU, but I don't see him as being ready. I don't want him on my team. That's not – you don't bring a guy in who you're concerned about or who has questions about making the transition to the next level when you've done it over and over and over again. I would be much more comfortable with them taking either somebody else or moving up and trading some of the assets they have to get one of the more blue chip prospects.
Well, there you go. I think you've satisfied my need to hear from a professional Raiders fan.
And don't you
thanks,
forget
Cap.
it, Bob. Thanks, guys.
We'll talk soon. Anthony Capra, our Raiders insider, so to speak.
What are you a professional fan of?
I'm a Cardinals professional.
Are you a professional Cardinals fan?
Oh, you know that.
Okay.
I'd put my allegiance for the Cardinals up against anyone's allegiance for any other teams.
That makes sense.
If you can rank it from 1 to 100, I'm a 100 on the Cardinals.
I'm probably the most professional Eagles fan that there is on the planet.
I'm right there too.
No, you're not as professional as I am.
I'm professional. I'm a professional Eagles fan. I was an Eagles fan before you were born.
Okay, that's great.
And went to several shows before you were born, and had remarkably fun times as a young man seeing the Eagles.
But that
with
wasn't
a young audience.
That wasn't professional.
Now, what you do now is you go there with a bunch of 75-year-olds. Hey, Marv, move. I can't see Joe Walsh.
I hope Ted is listening.
And in my day, I went with a bunch of 25-year-olds, 20 to 25-year-olds, and we were getting after it.
I don't go with anybody. Now,
I understand that.
But that's not a professional endeavor. That's a recreational.
But you understand that.
I am a professional.
You get what I'm talking about.
Well, I understand.
I was there with young people my age watching a band of young musicians, and whatever happened in that audience stayed within that audience.
No doubt.
That's what I'm talking about.
I get it.
Now it's, can you carry my walker? No.
There's a lot of old folks, but I don't see many walkers.
That's because they put them all outside by the entrance.
So how do they walk?
Well, they get on the escalator.
Oh, okay.
All right, time for a break. We'll come back, make picks. We've got 9 games. No, 8 games. Yeah, 9 games to pick. 3 in the college ranks, 6 out of the NFL. Jason Duda will join us as well as Max. We'll be back.
Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage, to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 15% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning 24/7 help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
It's not just the season of giving, it's the season of giving back. That's why Kia is continuing its tradition of helping others by extending its partnership with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Kia's goal is to help St. Jude continue to improve the lives of kids and their families around the world through Kia's Accelerate the Good program. We want to make every child's holiday a little brighter. Join us and help celebrate Kia's season of giving back. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 1/2/24.
You're staring at the computer screen and have written, then deleted the same sentence over and over again. Your work needs to get done, but the writer's block is real. That's where the free Odyssey app can help, with thousands of podcasts to boost your mood, inspire you, and even teach you a thing or two. Jump into Glennon Doyle's We Can Do Hard Things, The Tony Kornheiser Show, and say more with Dr. Sheila, starring Amy Poehler. Download the free Odyssey app and start listening. Your favorite mood break, your Odyssey.
Ah, the satisfying sounds of more sales in your business.
And from the sound of it, your business is growing. But you shouldn't have to pay more to scale your business. With Stamps.com, you can import orders from wherever you sell online, find the lowest rates with the fastest delivery times, and instantly deliver tracking updates to your customers and stock up on supplies. Get started at Stamps.com today with code PROGRAM for a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show on 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Jason Duda joins us on the hotline. Duda coming off his third consecutive week in the winner's circle for our picks. How you doing it, man? You're so good at this suddenly.
I told you guys I need a little warm-up time. So it's after Thanksgiving, which I've been preaching for 2 months. So now it's go time. So I let you guys get ahead, and I'll catch you. It just makes winning feel so much better.
Well, I don't know how you know, but we'll take your word for it. Currently, the standings are Jeff is in the lead in games at 68 and 56. Max and I are tied at second at 67 and 57, so a game behind Jeff. Duda is 11 games out still at 57 and 67. Points, I've got the lead, 310 points now. Jeff is second at 296, Max at 295, and there's old Jason Duda at 261.
Ooh, 34 behind third?
Not good,
No
but
problem.
he's on the move. Let's hear the music, Max, as we get going here with our picks. We're going to start in the college ranks with 3 bowl games, all coming up on Saturday. The Cure Bowl, Miami of Ohio, 11-2 versus Appalachian State, 8-5. Appalachian State a favorite in this one by 6.5 points. We're going to be doing a lot of guesswork on these picks. I like App State for 3. Jeff.
The picks, they're presented by FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook and the official sports betting partner of KFH. Yeah, App State, right? Aren't they usually the team out of like the non-Power 5 that usually does some damage? We never really know what's going to happen in bowl games, but I'll put some confidence on this one. I got App State for 7.
What about you, Duda?
Interesting. I have no clue. No idea. Don't know what App State's going to do. Miami, Ohio, I haven't watched. So I'll take Miami, Ohio for 2, just for giggles.
There you go.
Why not?
Max, what do you think?
I think Jason and I are on the same wavelength. I'm going with Ben Roethlisberger's alumni, Miami, Ohio, for 2.
Is it a good thing to be on the same wavelength with either of you at this point?
He's on fire.
Right.
Yeah.
Fire.
UCLA and Boise State, this one in the LA Bowl. The Bruins at 7-5, Boise State at 8-5, UCLA a 4.5 point favorite. Jeff.
My picks this week, I don't think they make any sense. The numbers especially. I feel strongly about Boise State, but I only put 1 on them. So what are you going to do?
Well, then you don't feel strongly.
But I kind of do. That's just, I kind of went from 9 to 1, and that was the game that ended up at 1. I don't really know how it happened.
Duda, what about you?
I have no clue, and Jeff's so strongly about it, he takes them for 1. I'll take UCLA for 3.
UCLA for 3. Max.
Telling you, this is spooky. Yeah, I'm taking the boys from Westwood. UCLA for 3.
What?
I don't feel any particular nudge here at all. I'll take UCLA for 2. Finally, our final college game. It's the Independence Bowl. It involves 2 6-6 teams. It'll be played Saturday evening in Shreveport. Texas Tech, a 2.5 point favorite over Cal. Duda.
No clue. I'll take the Big 12 team. I'll take Texas Tech for 1.
Texas Tech for 1. Max.
I'm going with Cal Berserkley for 1.
Cal. I like Texas Tech in this one for 5. And Jeff.
Guess we're on the same wavelength. Texas Tech for 5.
All right. There you go. The biggest confidence, Jeff, in Appalachian State amongst the college games. Otherwise, pretty tepid bets. Now, the National Football League. All of these teams still in the playoff hunt. Minnesota on the road to play Cincinnati. The Bengals have righted their ship to some degree. They're a 3.5-point home favorite. Max.
2 backup quarterbacks, but the Bengals have more in the receiver group, so I'm taking the Bengals at home for 5.
5 points, Bengals. I like the Bengals at home, too. Minnesota coming off a 3-point outing against the Raiders. I like Cincinnati in this one for 7. Jeff.
I wonder what Jason's going to do with that hook. I wonder if that's going to entice him one way or the other. It didn't really entice me. I think Cincinnati's on the right track. Minnesota's figuring out its quarterback situation. I've got the Bengal Tigers for 9.
9 points. Jason Duda.
I like the fact that you three went with Cincinnati here. Browning's going to have a little bit of a setback. I think Minnesota can keep it close. I like the hook, Jeff. I got Minnesota for 5.
Boot alert.
Loves that hook.
There's where Duda's downfall begins. Pittsburgh on the road at Indianapolis. Neither team playing well right now, but somehow both teams still have a better than 500 record. Indianapolis at home, a 1.5-point favorite. I'll start with this one. Pittsburgh's hit a wall. I like Indianapolis for 4. Jeff.
I hate this game a lot. I've got no feel for it whatsoever. Does seem like Pittsburgh's hit a wall, but Gardner Minshew usually hits a wall after about 3 or 4 starts. But I'll take Indy for 2.
Duda, what about you?
Yeah, I hate to do it, but I agree with both of you. I got Indy for 4.
And Max.
He hates to do it.
Indy's put up a ton of points, and Steelers are really awful. I'm taking Indy for 9.
Indy's put up a ton of points?
They have.
I'm going to have to check on that. I don't recall that, but maybe Max is onto something.
Maybe. I have no idea. I don't know what Indianapolis has been.
Steelers are awful.
He's right. Indies can score. They can put points up, and that's one thing Pittsburgh can't do.
And I think T.J. Watt is out because he had a concussion and they kept playing him. So there's problems there.
Indy's okay. Let's not go crazy here.
Let's not crown them.
Denver and Detroit. Boy, man, I don't know what to make of the Lions. They're home favorites at 4.5 points. We start this one with Duda. No, we started with Jeff. I'm sorry.
Who is against Detroit again?
Denver and Detroit. The Broncos playing well. 4.5-point underdogs.
Yeah, they're playing well. I also don't know what to make of the Lions at this point. But I'm going to use some of the Duda logic. Hey, they're better at home. Their defense is better at home. We'll say something like that. We'll disregard the hook, and we'll take Detroit for 6.
Detroit for 6. Duda, what do you feel about this one?
I don't like Detroit right now. I mean, I kind of cheer for them. I like the team, but they just haven't looked that good. Denver has played well. Their defense has played better. I got Denver for 6.
Denver for 6. Max.
Yeah, you can't trust Jared Goof. I'll take the Broncos with the points. 4. Broncos for 4. They can cover that points.
I think Detroit. I'm really pushing and hoping for Detroit because they'd be fun to watch in the playoffs. I think they've had their slump. I think they start to come back.
Maybe.
I think they handle this one at home.
Maybe they just peaked early.
And I've got Detroit in this one for a big 1. Next, Dallas on the road to play the Buffalo Bills. The most attractive matchup, I think, in the NFL. Buffalo, a 2.5-point home favorite. Jason Duda, we start with you.
I am not a Dallas fan, but they have been playing well as of late. Buffalo's still not sure what's going on there. I like Dallas in this for 8.
Wow. Max.
Yowie. Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the league. That throw he made last week alone. So I'm taking. I don't care how many interceptions he throws.
Break.
Nobody else in
Give
the
me a
league could
break.
make that throw he made. They can't. The
If
Bills.
you haven't watched,
the Bills.
you never
I
watched
see
the Chiefs.
I don't watch
Patrick
the Chiefs.
Mahomes is so much better than Josh Allen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Who you
In your-
picking?
if Josh
Let's go.
Allen wasn't in the league. Bills for 7.
Now Max has turned me against Buffalo.
He's got some
He's
obsession.
picking against the Chiefs now, even when the Chiefs aren't playing. I like Buffalo here at home because I do think they're on the uptick. I like Buffalo for 8.
Goodness gracious.
Jeff.
In honor of 2 years of friendship with my friend David Michael Hahn, I allowed him to make this pick for me. I'm okay with it. We're going to go Dallas for 4.
I can see that happening. I just that game to me could go either way. Baltimore and Jacksonville. In Jacksonville, the Ravens are the best record in the AFC at 10-3. They are a 2.5-point favorite on the road against the Jaguars. Max?
I'm going to have to stick with the Jags, even though they lost one of their good receivers, but they still have Ridley, so I'll take the Jags. And I have to take them for 8 because I had 4 twice.
That's a lot of points.
It is.
Let's see. Where am I? I still have my 1, 2. I still have my 5, 6. I have my 6 and my 9. Baltimore is a better team than Jacksonville. You never know what's going to happen in this league. It's crazy. I'm going to pick Baltimore for 6 points. Jeff.
A lot of points to put on Baltimore. This one was tough for me. Again, just don't know what's going to happen, but I took Baltimore for 3.
And what about you, Duda?
Jacksonville's beat up right now. Christian Kirk's out. Etienne's hurt. I like Baltimore
They're
in this.
home.
I don't like taking all these visitors that I've been taking on the road, but I still think it's right. This is my gift of the week. Baltimore for 9.
9 points. Wow. Finally, the Chiefs are on the road to play New England, where we're unsure of the future of Bill Belichick. It sounds like this might be it for him in New England. They did rise up. Did they win a game last week?
No. Yeah,
Yes, they did.
Yeah. So they're at home, a 7.5-point underdog to the Chiefs. I like Kansas City in this one for 9.
Bob,
Jeff?
go back to your Raiders, man, and leave our Chiefs alone.
Why did we let Earl just record? I don't know if I like that. Patriots are not going to get to double digits in points. I know their defense is good, but that just means that Kansas City has to score 17, and they will. Kansas City for 8.
Duda.
You're both homers. It's embarrassing. That's terrible. You guys just pick Kansas City all the time. They can't score.
Then
They're
pick
terrible.
New England. That's fine.
I
I'm
lead the
gonna pick
picks.
New England,
Whatever.
Jeff. It's my turn to talk. Quiet. Kansas City will
You
not.
can't
beat them by
accuse
more than
us
a
of being
touchdown.
homers.
New England for 7.
Dumb pick. Max.
Really dumb.
Belichick will not be going anywhere. You guys just listen. I'd be talking head. 6-time Super Bowl champions.
I don't remember. Just pick.
Yeah, 9 times in the Super Bowl in 18 years. Patriots for 6.
Thank goodness
Bernard
for Tom
Pollard
Brady, huh?
revenge. Bernard Pollard revenge weekend.
Oh, God. Insufferable.
So what's your pick?
Patriots for 6.
What a dumb. Well, you and Dude ought to get together and try to form a Mensa club.
You should watch.
I mean, that's some of the. Those are the dumbest. That's the dumbest pick of the year, to pick New England to cover 7.5 points
Bob,
against the Chiefs.
go back to your Raiders, man, and leave our Chiefs
and
alone.
lose that, Max.
No.
Earl doesn't even call our show anymore.
He's working on
We
patience.
don't care what Earl thinks. There you go. Now I'm fired up. Duda, are you here with me tomorrow?
It's just the same thing over and over.
I'll let
Duda, are
you
you
know later.
here with me tomorrow?
I don't know for sure. I'll let
What's
you know
that?
here in a bit.
Then let us know. Because if
I'll let
you
you know.
are, I'm going to rip you to shreds.
All right. Well, I'll see you
Time
guys
for-
next week then.
Time for a break as we get through our picks. And I'm hot.
Yeah, I'm just annoyed.
I'm just hot.
Give us something different.
You like when you
Don't,
guys are hot.
Don't.
Hey, hopefully Patrick Mahomes can actually throw a touchdown.
Is he still
pass.
there?
That'd be fantastic.
Get
See you guys.
dude off of my air.
See you next week.
Here's Earl, who's getting a lot of run now on a recording. Upset that I flirted with the Chiefs a little bit. What's up, Earl?
Oh, you hopped in bed with the Chiefs, Bob. You said, and you were invited 4 years ago when the Mahomes train started. But typically, I was on the Jim Rome show today. He loved it. We wore, your radio station, your sports talk, and all that. So, we're out there again. We've been through some difficult times here in the past couple of years, but you know what? A comeback, baby. But I will say this, that Max Powers, he's strong, baby. He's strong. I giggled, and I enjoyed it. So how have you guys been? We haven't had a lot of discussion. I know your son rear-ended my son. Did you know
that
Bob?
happened.
I
Did not
know, and your
that.
son was looking at his phone.
No, I wasn't. I was absolutely not looking at my phone. I looked out the window.
You couldn't find your
and
phone at the scene because
Right,
when you
because
hit
the
him,
phone-
it was under your seat.
No, it
Okay,
was on the
be that
dashboard.
Be that
Why,
as
hey,
it
why
may.
do you need to? Don't spread false information. Neither of those
Well, it
things
is
are
kinda
true.
true.
I was not looking
It
at my
is-
phone.
it
I
is
looked out
true.
the window. No, that's not
With
true.
your
Earl.
phone in your hand,
This-
when you hit
Wrong.
him,
This is-
100% wrong.
This is not the time to.
Well, I don't like being slandered.
This is not the time to get into this
I'm
kind
not
of a debate.
slandering you.
Earl,
I'm
you
just
should
telling
know
you what
that.
the cop told me. No, I was just, I didn't
Well, but
call
what
in after
what
that.
relevance does that have to our show right now, Earl?
Oh, not
There
a
you
bit,
go.
Bob. You blocked
Run out
me
of
on
bed.
Twitter. Your son told me to
Goodbye,
F
Earl. We're
off.
done.
So,
Take care. Yeah, but no need for that stuff. I have nothing against Earl, but when you put that out there, that's not needed.
It is
You
what
know
it is.
better. You know better. And Max, you know better. And we got to get. I'm not gonna have that stuff.
I've had Earl unblocked on Twitter for years. It's his. I mean, who cares? And yeah, I did hit his son, but I wasn't looking at
Well,
my
I didn't
phone.
know that.
It was in the red car.
Well, that would have been a nice thing to know.
Well, now you know.
Yeah. When did this happen?
Several months ago.
Several months ago.
Yeah.
Well, pay attention would be my thought.
I was not looking at my phone. I mean, I would admit it if I was, but I wasn't.
Well, you've had a habit of doing that.
I have.
And so hopefully you don't. It's a very dangerous thing to do when you're driving, right?
Yeah. And there was one lane, went to one lane when it was two, and I looked out the window, and all of a sudden we were stopping, and I did not stop in time.
Well, I don't have wrecks because I don't look at my phone when I drive.
I wasn't. See, now you got.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you did, but I know you do.
I do. Yes.
And so don't do that.
I've cut back on that quite a bit.
I hate it when I send you a text and I know you're driving home, and I certainly don't plan for you to look at it. So maybe it's my fault, but I can tell you that I never look at my phone when I'm driving.
That's a good practice.
Because I don't want to have a wreck.
I don't know why that had to be.
I don't know why that even was mentioned.
Antagonistic.
Anyway, what a way to end the show on a Thursday. Somewhere along the line, it got crossways with Earl. And I don't understand it necessarily, except when he does stuff like that. which is uncalled for, in my opinion. Can we get off the air, Max? Play the damn music. I'm ready to call it an evening. So that's what we're gonna do. Here comes the music. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 bee. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Here comes the music we've all been dying to hear on the Bob and Jeff Show. We'll see you tomorrow.
Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage, to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 15% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning 24/7 help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
Reimagine this holiday season with more capability and more adventure in Kia's ever-ready lineup. This winter, gift yourself what you really want during Kia's Season of Giving Back sales event. Kia is offering great deals on the capable Sorrento and the spacious Sportage, and deals on even more vehicles like the all-electric EV6 and the fun-to-drive Forte. So visit your local Kia dealer and explore all your newfound possibilities by enjoying Kia's Season of Giving Back. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 1/2/24.
You're staring at the computer screen and have written, then deleted the same sentence over and over again. Your work needs to get done, but the writer's block is real. That's where the free Odyssey app can help, with thousands of podcasts to boost your mood, inspire you, and even teach you a thing or two. Jump into Glennon Doyle's We Can Do Hard Things, The Tony Kornheiser Show, and Say More with Dr. Sheila, starring Amy Poehler. Download the free Odyssey app and start listening. Your favorite mood break, your Odyssey.